Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Window Shopping. And we are taking a dive towards kind of maybe more the budget end of things. One of the common refrains that we hear from a lot of people is that every mid-century modern house is pretty much blown up and will end up going for 1.5 or $2 million, and that there is nothing in sort of a remotely accessible part of Southern California that is around anymore that really kind of offers a lot of potential, a lot of something where this could really be an amazing property, the kind of property that isn't just a stepping stone to getting into something else, but is, really kind of a house that you want for the foreseeable future. And I'm glad something came up today, in fact, that I think really sort of proves that there are still some great houses left, and I want to talk to you guys about it and share it with you. It's not cheap by any means, but I think it is very attainable for a lot of people. A lot of people in our market, either who have equity in their current home or people who have moderately good jobs in a dual income household, I think can make a home like this work. So once again, I'm Stephen Meade with Domicile Real Estate. We're real estate for people who love houses. Hopefully that's you. This is Window Shopping. Let's go ahead and get started. I'd love to introduce you to 2817 St. James Place in Altadena, California. This is a 3-bedroom, 1 3/4 bath house, 1,462 square feet, built in the 50s. And it sits on an 11,000 square foot lot. And that's important because I think that gives you a sense of privacy and space really that is uncommon. Under new construction today, the average detached single family home has a lot that is 4,000 square feet or smaller. So this is almost 3 times the size of the standard lots that we are seeing today. And this is not our listing. It's listed by Teresa Fuller of Compass, but if you would like to see it, we would absolutely love to represent you as a buyer. And you do need your own representation. You want someone who is working for you. Let's go ahead and get started. They very wisely, I think, put one of the best pictures of this house first. This is the backyard looking back at the house. Super cool. And this is the front of the house. And I actually love houses that are very unassuming from the front. By the way, this home is listed at $1,149,000. Again, that is not a cheap house, but it actually is, as far as detached single family mid-century modern homes go in the LA area, this one is definitely towards the affordable end of the scale. You've got this kind of very cool courtyard entry into the house, which really is the first thing that tells you that maybe this isn't quite the kind of standard 50s ranch that you thought it was when you look at it from the street. You've got this kind of beautiful side yard. There's a decent amount of space. And then really you've got this back area in this home that is, each picture that I'm going to show you is better than the last one. So you've got these huge open beam tongue and groove ceilings, but really the star of the show, and you can start to see it, is this wall of glass towards the back of the house that looks out into the backyard. They did a nice little vignette with an Eames chair there. And this really is where it's at, right? So you've got this kind of bifurcated room with this very dramatic fireplace in the center of it, this wall of glass leading outside, really cool fireplace. You've got the dining room and the kitchen that are over on this other side. We've got some skylights. So there's no shortage of natural light in this house, and you can already tell this is going to be the main living area of the house. Now, this is the kitchen, and I'm not going to lie, this kitchen absolutely has some sort of ghosts of the 90s coming through. I don't think this is the right kitchen for this house. This is a kitchen I would change, but I do think this is a functional kitchen, right? This lets somebody, especially a first-time or an entry-level home buyer, get into a home like this and have a functional kitchen and really some time to plan the kitchen that they actually want. We've got sort of a primary bedroom here or another bedroom with an ensuite. Again, these bathrooms are sort of, I see the hunter green there, very popular in 1992. I'm not exactly sure when these bathrooms were remodeled, but I'm guessing it's somewhere between 1987 and 1993. Um, the workmanship looks great. It's in excellent shape. I also love these metal windows on this house. They're actually very unusual. These kind of paned large industrial windows. Ironically, these windows are now back in style. People are paying big money for these thin framed industrial metal type windows, and they're having them custom fabricated in many cases. This home already has them, and they look to be in excellent shape. Another large bedroom here. This home really lives big for its 1,462 square feet, but this backyard is, I think, one of the stars of the show, and I think there's a lot of untapped potential. You've got really some great basics here. You've got a very nice large pool. You have a large area of grass. This is not a concrete jungle backyard, which is a bit of a pet peeve of mine. I like a lot of greenery. This greenery is layered, so what it means is you have a lot of privacy with this home. The one thing that's missing, though, is I think it is a little bit of an unfinished project. This is a great start, a great thing to build upon, which is really, if you're an entry-level home buyer, this is what you're looking for. You want one of those homes that you can live in today, you can enjoy today, but really it's got a lot of upward potential, things you can do to make it amazing and awesome. You've got kind of some dirt back there. They've got a fire pit and some chairs. I feel like this really is a chance to build an amazing backyard. There is no replacement for 11,000 square feet. This is, again, looking back at that back area of the house, this wall of glass. They've got a kind of pergola space here. Just a ton of untapped potential with this house. But at the same time, it looks like it's well maintained. This isn't a disaster house by any means. In fact, this is really a quite nice house. I think it's just ready to go to that next level. And this is one of those homes that I think can be taken to that next level. They're asking $1.149 million. This is a home with kind of the right landscaping and the right treatment that I can see being sort of a mid-ones type of a house. I think people will see that level of value in it. Altadena is really changing also. This is a community that a lot of people are unfamiliar with. The neighborhood quality does vary quite a bit street by street. Given that this is on an extra large lot and that this home has a lot of privacy, I think that might be less of a factor with this one. There's also some great hiking in the Altadena area. So if you're an outdoor type person, this is really a cool place to live. And of course, you are fairly close to downtown Pasadena. Altadena is right next door. And, there's kind of a lot of cool restaurants and things like that. I mean, overall, this is just a super cool house. And it's at a reasonable budget point. I think this is one of those ones you can really grow into. There's space. This is a 3-bedroom house, but you could build a shed in that backyard if you wanted to add that 4th room for a home office. There's just really a lot of opportunities here. We like it. So if you would like to see this house, or if there are other architectural homes that you are interested in, or if you have an architectural home to sell, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We would love to work with you. Contact information down below. Also, if you're watching this video on YouTube and you are not already a subscriber to our mailing list, we have the subscriptions down below in there. There are links to do that. We have an Eichler Lover email list, which is just about Eichler homes and when those hit the market and when they sell and what do we think about the prices. So a lot of fun there, a lot of information not on the MLS. We also have a weekly architectural email. This video actually goes out in that weekly email. It's kind of a best of what's come up for sale this week in Los Angeles and Orange counties. And then we also have a daily email for those of you who are cool house obsessed. You want to see everything. We have that available to you too. So those links are down below. Definitely check those out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Questions, comments, as always, we love them. And we'll see you again real soon.